Hey barbarians, what's up? Thank you for passing by. My name is Phil and I am from Mints and Drops. And today I'm having the pleasure to receive on the show no other than my brother, Permable from the Returnals. He's coming in hot again with bombs after bombs, with amazing mint over Atlantis. And even you will be able to mint with HDs and which H-bar suite. The guy is a one-man band, man. What a guy. I've had a blast. He had to leave early, but hey, still. Enjoy.
Hello, hello.
Yeah. Always professional, man. Permable, how you doing?
Good morning, good morning. How are you? I'm doing good. How are you?
Yes, man. It's a pleasure to have you on the show, man. Again, always fun
Glad
talking
to
to
be
you,
back.
brother.
Been a while.
It's been a while, man. How much time has it been? 6 months?
Couple months,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, yeah. It was in 22 for sure. How's the new year, man? How's life?
Um, life, life's decent. My health is moving.
Yeah.
Um, I'm taking everything day by day. Uh, but in terms of the Returnals, we've actually announced our reveal. So it's a bit exciting right now.
I saw that going around. I saw it. I saw the option. I saw the new art. I saw the eggs. You're on fire right now, man.
Actually, yeah, there's a lot to
Yeah.
talk about. I've even wrote it down.
Well, we're writing it down now, man. So what's planned like for your next move? What's your angle?
The next move. The next move right now, I want to focus on the mint. Um, our part two mint. Uh, and only because our it's not going to be an ordinary mint. We're going to have a different kind of whitelist system, if you call it, where there's no token needed. It's not token gated. All you need is the native token that we will be selling the NFT in. For example, we will have a batch of 50 NFTs that will be sold in HDZ, these nuts.
Big
And
shout out to HDZ.
okay. HDZ. And we'll have another batch for H Suite, who actually I've decided to um, allow a batch to be minted in H Suite, which is um, a a play I wanted to make because I feel like now I'm gonna go to the market sentiment and why I've focused so much on H Suite and why I put a lot of H bar into these escrow NFTs that give me a percentage back of H Suite weekly, which is now up to 730K a week to my holders. But that will end at the end of the year, or maybe a few weeks after. And then what? What if the market is still red? Um, in my opinion, obviously, I'd love to know your take, but right now, either if you should be building a game or building something, or providing value back. And
Mhm.
I'm still early in my project lifetime to have built anything yet. So I took the value route and uh, with me allowing my NFTs to be minted in HSUI instead of HBAR is because my vision is to run a node under the Returnals name in HSUI. So imagine the Returnals having their own node with uh, their weekly income. I don't know how much you get back weekly. No one knows it, but you need 10 million to run a node, and you need a gold Shiba coin. So if the Returnals has a sorry for the long run, but it's quite
No, go ahead.
um uh sorry, brain fart.
So I think what you're doing is exactly in the same branch that most of what I call now KOLs, key opinion leaders, have been pushing in terms of positively driven, where you know that even though you know that this is an amazing ecosystem, there's limits, and we need to push it together. So you, in my opinion, you found another way to reach a maximum of people. And case in point, man, reaching out to HBAR Suite and of course HDZ, you gather up communities up to your very own, and I can 1,000% appreciate that.
My in our dark paper, my initial vision has always been to bring every project under one roof. That was my go-to line because I meant it. And with everything I'm doing, I hope I'm showing the community that. I'm going back to the node. That 10 million H suite node will hopefully give back maybe more than 730k H suite that we're already receiving. And this node will be, I'm pretty sure, for a lifetime, no? So for as long as I want, that's my node. And this is where it gets a bit juicy. Everyone's happy about the H suite price right now. Now it's pumping, it looks good. But we're in the middle of a red bear market. We're in the peak of the bear. So
Yeah.
imagine the price of H suite, God willing, later on in the future. We know that. We know when the bull comes, everything goes up. So imagine H suite already.
Big shout out to H Suite, Tamachi, and the team. Art Mortis, who quit, but still, he's still our man. Big shout out to him and the team who built something absolutely amazing in terms of infrastructure and platform.
100%. And that's where it goes with the node. And the next thing is we'll be also selling or minting in Petal, the Fugitives Club native token. We'll be minting a few of them as well. So those 3 native tokens will be what is needed to be whitelisted for our mint, which will be only 186 supply.
So the tweet.
Whatever's left over gets taken to public and minted in HBAR as normal.
Wow. Or are you still minting over Ascension?
No, we're going to be minting at Atlantis, actually.
Okay, whoa.
So we're going to be their first ever.
That's amazing.
To launch on their launchpad.
Yeah, nice. Very nice. Have you announced the date yet? I didn't follow up. I'm lacking.
We kind of announced it. Atlantis hasn't announced it yet. We're doing the swaps first because we're allowing our holders to reveal their NFTs first up until the mint. And the focus is on our holders right now and them receiving their NFTs that they've been waiting for so long.
I wanted to ask you how because people know you've been around since nearly 2 years now, or if more than that. I apologize. That's when I got here and you were there. What's your pitch when you go around the project and say, like, for HDs or HBAR Suite or Atlantis? Big shout out to them too, by the way. What they're building is absolutely amazing in terms of ease of use. It's it's hashback level, right? What's your pitch when you go on into DMs or VCs, whatever? You say, hey, Returnals absolutely rock, pristine project, of course. What's your key points? How do you sell the sauce?
My key points. Sometimes I think to myself and I think the same thing because permeable. We all know permeable is bed bound. I don't create anything. I'm not a dev. I've just got my mind. I've got my ideas and my imagination. So when I go to pitch a partnership idea, it's usually always I benefit you, you benefit me. You benefit me, I benefit you in every aspect. And I put it to them on a plate with pure, simple logic. And there's no agenda of gain here when it everyone is happy. Well, that's how I present it, essentially. And the main thing is I present it with a unique idea that hasn't been done before. And that's the catch, what gets them. It hasn't been done before. Voice crack. Something hasn't been done before. Any person in the community would want to do it. And that's why I try to think of unique ideas, unique things. And I just pitch it to them like that, pretty much.
When you say that you only the guy with the ideas, I think that that comes as a whole in terms of a team. Usually, like when you got many people with you on board, I think that's as important as any dev because it gives direction, it gives new iteration, and it gives especially hope for people to have something new to improve upon or even have fun with it, right? Um, how how big is the team right now, bro?
How big is the team? Me, Oreo is my community manager at the moment. Um, Mariah is part of my marketing team, and that's pretty much it for the core team because I, I launched the project on my own. So I hire an artist, for example, Tokamex. They're my partners, but I quote unquote hire their artist, Mattia. I say he's part of my team, but he's not really part of my team. That's why I'm being quite open. Like my core team is essentially me and my ideas, uh, as well as Mariah, who's been my right hand woman with
That's
marketing
Lady
and
H, right?
giving Lady H. Correct.
Yeah, big shout out to
Lady
her,
H.
man. What a
Yeah, known
lady.
as Lady H.
Big shout out to
Um,
Lady H.
I would say she became part of my core team, because I got to know her a bit later on during the Returnals. But me and Mariah as my marketer, we are the core team. But we've hired an artist, which I won't name yet. Um,
Spoiler alert. Not
yeah,
happening.
that that artist it was hired for the Dragon Eggs. That's all I would say. That's all I can say for now.
The
The
person, the mystery person is the one who did the dragon eggs?
No, they are
Okay, okay.
hired for the continuation of
Okay, okay.
what's going to happen after the Dragon
Great.
Apes.
Okay, great. All right.
Um, I know I'm speaking a bit in code, but yeah, Baby Dragons. That's what I can say actually. That artist is for my baby dragons, but these baby dragons, um, I'd just say I was going to announce the utility for these eggs, and I will and I won't. But these baby dragons aren't just going to be normal 111 NFTs. We're gonna again. I'm gonna do something that hasn't been done on HEDERA before. Um, and yeah, until then, I can't really say much.
Mystery, man. You're bringing mystery. Perma. That's good. Well, what can you tell us if you're playing mysteries today?
Um, there's gonna be evolutions within the concept. That's it. I'm not gonna say more than that.
Okay,
I
so
can't. I can't. It's way too early. That's why.
okay, that's cool. That's cool. So evolution coming around, the mint going on to Atlantis,
Yeah.
um, some kind of a partnership if you want to mint with HDs and with 8-bar suite. You got the new token happening too, man. You get the whole thing.
Uh, y- yeah. I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for it. I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but I'm excited either way.
So we can stake it, we can accumulate, and that's
Oh,
with the eggs, right?
staking the eggs. Yeah, we're I. You're pushing me too much. Um, the eggs, I'm not gonna have them staked because they're gonna have something else more important and more fun. Uh, that's gonna have to do with the artist as well. There's gonna be a whole new big thing for the eggs, a whole new big thing.
Okay, all right. With in my opinion, I'm always a preacher of um, gaming. I love gaming. I'm what we call right now, because I'm, like we said before, pressing record. I'm a legacy gamer because I'm pushing very late on my 30s, which means that I've known Nintendo, Super Nintendo, GoldenEye,
Yeah,
Zelda, the entire thing, Halo, Mass Effect, whatever. So me, I see, mass adoption in terms of, it'll come to GameFi, 1,000%. For me, it's a clear path, clear way. There's nothing go around it. Of course, there's going to be other mediums, right? Like music, entertainment, and whatnot, and ease of use, like for your wallets or day to day in which we transfer money and whatever. But to me, gaming is
yeah.
where it's at. Most probably coming this year, at least an introduction. People are already figuring out what's the best way. Is there a venue, without spilling too much sauce, since you're being mysterious today? Is there a way out there for who knows, for the Returnals to be in a game and
I can
somewhat
be open about this
at
for
some
sure.
point? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm a big gamer myself and competitive. I If I wasn't striving to become a mechanical engineer, I would have been a professional Call of Duty gamer. Uh, so my being in Web3, because again I'm bedbound still, I don't have a Web2. If I could, not if I could, my end goal, I would love to be able to be part of a AAA game where I can advise, be part of the mechanics part of the game because I'm very good at that. But for the Returnals, yes, I've always wanted to. Let me just put my phone on charge. Sorry. Okay, nice. Um, I'm gonna. I was gonna turn my Returnals into full 3D movable characters with tokamaks. Actually, with Mattia, me and him spoke about it. Um, the the idea of the Returnals creating a game. I was gonna think about creating a simple 2D slash 3D game. A game like, I don't know if you've heard of it. It's a recent game, Among Us.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine uh, 8 to 12 people from your project community playing Among Us, lying to each other, being a killer, but in an NFT kind of scenario. Um, okay, that I can't. That's where the dragons come into play as well. Um, I can't get into that too much because of the dragon part.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because this is shout out to Emrak. He gave me an idea to take the dragons to a whole new level, and uh, so I can spill the beans of no,
Did we lose you, Permabol? Where you going?
no.
He's gone. Ladies and gentlemen, he's gone. Are you still there, man? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we just lost Permaball, but it was extra fun. Perma, if you ever come back, bro, you come back on the mic. Meanwhile, everyone, Barbarians, thank you so much for coming on the show today, and we'll see you around. Permaball, thank you so much for your presence on the show today, brother. I had a blast. I hope you are doing well. I hope you will be doing well. You have an awesome project. I think your head is absolutely sparking with amazing ideas. I think you're doing stuff differently. You have no boundaries in terms of what you want to try, and you are succeeding AF the vast majority of the time. Mad respect for the leap of faith that you're taking, risk with your community that brings value not only to your project, the ecosystem, and every single person that's inside your community. So best of success leading on to the very next mint. And Barbarians, I will see you on the next show.